Making use of the second captured core gate, the ARM commander took a step further into core territory. Tergiverse 4 was once a sparkling water world like Thalassian, but had been drained dry, its resources used elsewhere in support of the war. The core had tapped into the last significant source of water remaining on the planet, a large underground lake more than a mile beneath the surface.
Alright, so we're on Tergiverse 4. We need to capture the hydration plant. I remember playing this mission many years ago and accidentally blowing up the hydration plant. Finally get access to air units. And I also think that finally, for real, the camera should work. This will be the last time I say that if it turns out to not be working still. But I think we finally configured it in a way where we're going to be able to, see what we need to see. So, let's try it out. We start out here with some pyros. I'm going to degun one immediately. I want to capture the solar collector, obviously. And I think, if we can avoid... Our health is still okay. Alright. So we can at least get the metal from one. I just was feeling if we took on the third one by ourselves, we'd be down to almost no health, I think, by the time he died. But we've got their solar collector now under our control, generating energy for the ARM rebellion instead of the core empire. And then we'll capture their radar tower as well, so we can get a little bit of a little better look at our situation. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'll build a metal extractor, and then I guess we'll go straight into air, because that's the only thing we're allowed to build. I guess just like right there. It's the best spot. Then we'll need some more energy. I think the wind speed was like 2200 or 2300, so we'll see what the wind gives us. It is nice that we get a free solar collector right off the bat, but unfortunately we can't count on too many more of those. I want to leave enough room up on top of the plateau here that the commander can actually walk. What should we... I'm worried about... There's probably going to be some enemy fighters or bombers or something. So I'm going to go ahead, get a couple freedom fighters up. Okay, the wind is not awesome, actually. I mean, it goes up to plus 15, thankfully, but I'm thinking for long-term success, we should probably get another solar collector up as much as they cost. And we can reclaim the wreckage of that one pyro that we killed the old-fashioned way. So let's go ahead and do that, get our metal reserve back up a little bit, and then we can hopefully avoid stalling on the solar collector. And we finally have energy storage as well. So we're unlocking more and more of the tech tree as we go along, even though they did decide to kneecap us a little bit by only giving us access to airplanes and not letting us do anything with ground units. Because otherwise, honestly, it'd probably not be a bad option to actually go down on the ground level, build a K-bot lab, and, sort things out the old-fashioned way. But that's alright. We'll see what work we can do with the Freedom Fighters and the Thunders, and I doubt... Yeah, they don't even let us have... So really, we're pretty limited, because we will not be able to build any construction units, because we can't build any factories, and we can't build a construction aircraft yet. So really, we're just limited to the commander, and then, I mean, just these 4 air units are what we have to work with, basically. So, commander, you go ahead and help the build process here. Let's see what we can see. So we got a pyro. We can try and do a little... No? Is he gonna fire? I thought I could dance him, but... So in TA, one of the tactics that was regularly used is called hawk dancing. There we go. So rather... What? Hold on. And we're back. I feel like viewers of this channel, the 3 of you that there are, one thing you realize is I get a bizarre number of phone calls for someone who lives in the year 2023. Not that I'm complaining, it's just definitely more than usual based on my understanding. So let's go ahead. Both our FFs are still at top notch, but what I was talking about with the dancing, you can see how the way I maneuver the fighters, I'm very much... Thankfully, they don't really seem to have any Oh, crap. So the Storm's got a lucky hit there. The Storm technically is an unguided rocket, though. So really, in theory, they were doing a lot better than I guess they should. I don't know. What do we got? We got a Weasel. I bet we can snipe the Weasel. Yeah, the Hawk is way better for this, but... You can see by... Normally, like, the planes want to do a big strafing run, but if you kind of dance them like this, you can kind of convince them to sort of attack more often than they should, except it's really not working today. Whatever. Oh well, so Operation Enduring Freedom is... We'll call that a scratch at the moment. Thunder, how about you attack that? We need... Where can we even fit another solar collector? We can fit one there. Wow, good job, Thunder. So you see the effectiveness of our air units is beyond compare. What if we order you to go down here? Can you get something going there? There we go. Thinking we'll have a little more success that way. If we don't get shot down immediately, which we do. Alright. Very exciting stuff. We'll go ahead, pull you down here. We'll have to micro these pretty heavily. We got at least a kill, so better than we were doing. And we'll just have to keep rotating in and out here. There we go. Very nice. Micro. Gotta love it. Gotta love the micro. Got a veteran Thunder. I think if we send him up to the north, though, he'll still get shot down instantly, like the other one, so... I think we're gonna hold him back for a while. We got 9 kills on this Thunder now. That's pretty solid. Let's see if we can get that other one to take out the, Okay, we got a hit on the Pyro. Okay, looks like we cleared out our forces. Or the enemy forces that were right there. Try and get this Pyro. See how that does. Bam! Alright, we got him. Got another Pyro right there. See how that works. I was kind of hoping we might get the Weasel at the same time, but didn't quite work out like that. That's alright. Oh, he's like dodging us. I feel bad for these poor little ground units. We're just like harassing with our bombers. Just kind of casually throw them past there. Thunder, you go this way. Where's the other one? Where's our freedom fighter? Where did he get off to? There he is. Okay, so you go down here. Right there. That's what we want. Alright. Okay, so we got that one. Right there, right there. Okay. Alright, so we're clearing them out slowly but surely here. Don't want to get too close to the AA. There's more metal, but really it's energy is the thing that we're lacking. Because, like, planes don't take that much metal, they take energy far more, so... we got all the lovely storms there. And unfortunately we don't have access to gunships. And that was mostly a miss there. Do a little bit of radar targeting and then pull them back as fast as possible. Alright, we need more thunders. Finally got that weasel, I think. Okay. I think the heavy tank was somewhere just next to this rock, right? Kind of missed it, but at least we got some hits on the Spectre. That's why we don't have the best radar coverage, is because we, the enemy has some radar jamming capability. Oh, they moved the tank. Oh well. But if we had gunships, this would be much easier. But unfortunately, we do not have gunships. I feel like the campaign is one of the few places where the gunships are actually pretty useful. Because unfortunately in multiplayer they were just out-meted by the Hawk, with the Hawk dancing. And technically, I mean, you can Hawk dance obviously in the campaign as well. Yeah, the AA trucks are going to be a big pain in the butt. Alright, let's bring him in. Who's damaged is the question. So let's, for sure, our veteran Thunder. You're fine. You come down to the south here. You need to be repaired. You need to be repaired. So really, almost all of them. Can we get a little more luck with our freedom fighters now? We only have 3 at the moment. Okay, what if we... I'm gonna slightly delay bomber production and see if we can get anything going on with the FFs. Okay, so we're having a little more luck than our previous attempts. You can see, you can almost get them to fly backwards. Nice of ARM High Command and their infinite wisdom to only let us have airplanes. Why would we ever need vehicles on the map like this, you know? Clearly this is an aircraft-only situation. Far superior. Otherwise we wouldn't have this fun time microing everything. Did we finally get the Spectre? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, sweet. The radar jammer is finally disabled. That'll make our life slightly easier. A lot of storms, and they're impeccably good at shooting our planes, probably mostly because of the particular tactic that I'm using here. If I just let them strafe, I'd be willing to bet they'd have a lower chance of being hit, but then they would also have a higher chance of wandering into the range of the enemy's actually like dedicated air defenses that would be much better at killing us. So let's get all our thunders down below. Needs to be fixed. You, just the one took a hit. All right. Alright. Because the problem with bombers is they're just not, you know, good at killing mobile units for the most part. So that's why I insist on this silly maneuvering here. Playing Ace Combat in Total Annihilation. You know, this is the way. Okay, very cool. Almost killed one storm. Maybe let's try the bombers out and just see what we can get for hits. Don't think it'll work very well, but you never know. We got a decent number of hits on the heavy tank, I think. Alright. Of course they have their slashers set to patrol now, which again we have like basically 0 good counters for at this point. Alright. Lovely. Lots of heavy tanks. Yeah, they really don't give us a lot of good options for dealing with, there's the hydration plant, that's our actual objective to capture. They really just don't give us good options. So I think honestly the Freedom Fighter spam is what I'm just going to focus on. As dumb as it is. Because, I mean, without brawlers, that's probably what we're going to be stuck with. I mean, I could obviously walk the commander, you know, have fun with that, and do a lot of degunning, but that's just so many heavy tanks that I don't want to... I want to try and thin their numbers down a little, at least, just the amount of enemy vehicles that are there. So we're stuck for the moment doing the fighter ballet. You may have heard of the Bomber Mafia, but are you familiar with the Fighter Ballet? It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. Or just any sane person, for that matter. Alright, we're picking off the patrols little by little. Yeah, well, it's the, having a few... Oh, we did... Oh, so the Thunders did manage to kill one LLT, good. I was going to say, the Thunders might be useful for killing the LLTs, but that's about it, is the problem. At least our production, or our resource production, is at a point now where we can pretty freely produce freedom fighters. Oh, hello. And our old nemesis, the Slasher. So let's give it a minute here. Try and recover. I know this is like incredibly exciting to watch, because I guess I could venture down... Maybe I could venture down and kill... Or not kill, I'm gonna build... I guess I'll up our production. I mean, I think we have our lower area secure enough. I'll build a few more solar collectors, and then another aircraft plant, I guess. And then we can theoretically double our output. Come on, Commander. Alright, there we go. That's the only thing I can honestly think. For doing this in a slightly more efficient manner. It's funny how much damage so many of our structures have taken just from the fighting around the periphery, but that's alright. I think they'll survive. Go ahead and get that metal extractor up and reclaim a few rocks. We'll see about a third factory. I think we can support it if we tap that metal site. Can probably support a third factory. It'll be close. We're gonna stall right at the end here? Bummer. Oh well. I love how the factory for there... I mean, part of it's readability, it's just game design, but, like, also in-universe logic, it's like, why is there a runway attached to the air factory? All of the aircraft are VTOL. What's going on here? So there we go, we get some metal back into the economy. You know, that's what you don't hear the president talking about, is where are we going to find new sources of metal to extract. I think that's the important issues that are often ignored in modern political settings. You know, they don't want to talk about the big problems, like the impending metal shortage due to, you know, the 4,000 years of war that we've had. In the US, I feel like at this point fighting a 4,000-year war doesn't even sound like that much of a joke anymore. Alright. So we've got enough now, we should be able to pop out. Yeah, okay. We've reclaimed enough. I don't want to exceed and waste. That is the enemy NTA. So we'll go ahead, build another aircraft plant. And we'll come over here. Reclaim all these. So we'll have triple, possibly quadruple production of freedom fighters. And then I think, the thing is, I think they intend for you to, like, fly the commander in an Atlas, but, like, why? You know, and, like, that's really risky, because I'm pretty sure all the heavy tanks still just come and try and kill you while you're capturing the plant. So maybe if you can do, like, a little ninja capture, like, quickly clear the site, you know, and then, I guess, that's the only thing I can think. Maybe that was the intent for this mission. Got a decent force of freedom fighters rebuilt now. And obviously our output is stronger than ever. Metal-wise, really we just need to extract a couple of these rocks. And then we should be able to support the production of the third plant, or the fourth plant, actually. We'll just fill up the storage a little more so that way we don't have to worry as much about stalling. that should be enough that we shouldn't stall during the production. Look at this glorious assembly line we've got going here. I think this is the most factories we've had of a single type so far in the campaign, just to produce freedom fighters. I love how it's like, what do we call the fighter for the ARM? Oh, I know, the freedom fighter? The advanced one's called the Hawk, but, you know, basic fighter, I guess just the FF, good enough. They're rebels, right? So let's give them a fighter called the Freedom Fighter. That makes sense. That's how rebellions work. Okay, I'm thinking we can go for a 5th one here too. After we reclaim the rocks and get some more energy production. But in the meantime, I think I'll wait for the current batch in production to be done. Then we'll have 4 more freedom fighters for our swarm. And then at that point, we'll send in this wave on the attack. Let's see, can we build this one without stalling? It'll be a close thing, but I think we might just be able to pull it out. And I think our current crop of freedom fighters will be done very soon. Yeah, we're gonna make it without stalling. Woo! Alright. Let's do another solar collector to celebrate. Okay, that's our current crop, like I was saying. So, I guess guard that factory, and then I don't even know, it doesn't give me a number of, you know, how many units I actually have selected, but where's the missile trucks? Where is my mortal enemy? There he is. Got him. I know there's another one. There you are. Alrighty. Very nice. Well done, freedom fighters. You can see just how much health these heavy tanks have, how long it takes us to whittle them down. Well, we've already got a couple more fighters, so, I mean, that's good. Are you coming to visit our base? You're not welcome here, sir. Alright, who else? Let's just do a quick patrol here. Oh, is this an actual proper attack force? Because this could be unfortunate. Let's see. At least we've got even more fighters than we started with. Let's focus on the thuds a little bit, because technically they're what, yeah, can get right into our base here. We don't lose a little bit, unfortunately, but oh well. What you gonna do about it? Okay. Have the commander rebuild, build us a new solar collector to replace our losses. Okay. I think the thunder must have died during that, finally. Oh well. Ah, an LLT. I think that's the most dangerous thing for our fighter swarm at the moment. Alright. What else is around? More. Oh, they do actually have some fighters in the back here. They're just not gonna take off. Anyone? No? Just gonna let us annihilate them on the ground, I guess. They're out of fuel, you know. It's budget's a little tight lately. Also, what does the core want with water? You know, like, they're like, oh, they're extracting, you know, the last of the planet's water from the ground, from this big underground lake. It's like, sure. But why, though? What purpose? Oh, hello, there's an anti-aircraft unit. 2 of them. Alright, we got him. Let's get the new recruits integrated with the swarm as well. I don't know if this is how they intend you to play this mission, but, you know, it's a 26-year-old game, and I'm not sure who to ask. Like, I feel like even if you found the original level designer here, like, and I don't know who actually did TA's level design. I mean, everyone knows Chris Taylor, sort of lead developer of the game, who a lot of RTS guys like seem to just revere as a god for almost no reason. Like, I mean, he had good vision. I'm not gonna take that away from him, but like, I feel like it was a big team, and I don't know. I feel like Chris Taylor is an important part of it, but I remember when the Planetary Annihilation, like, Kickstarter was happening, and so many people were like, where's Chris Taylor? Where's Chris Taylor? And it's like, he's not here. He's not a part of it. Like, shut up. Like, we're allowed to do things by ourselves without him. Not to disrespect Chris. He contributed a lot to our genre, but it is a little bit funny. It's like, do we really need to bow down and worship so hard? Alright. Alright, I think we cleared out enough heavy tanks to support the metal economy of our war effort for basically the rest of the campaign. Let's see. What else? We just have, like, we got LLT, I see. Alright, some pyros. I think we got enough freedom fighters now that we can basically just one-shot most mobile units, so that's cool. Oh, hello. Lots of pyros. But I don't think the enemy has any labs on this mission, I don't think. So yeah, I think I'll do another sweep, but I'm pretty sure that they don't have production capacity. They have a lot of resource structures, but no actual capability to put them to use making new units. So yeah, I think that's the last of the Corps' combat units on the planet. Or not on the whole planet, but you know. Okay, we'll set a cool patrol route here. Commander. Go ahead and let's build an atlas just because the game technically asked us to. We can go ahead and wind down our production of aircraft. The Atlas is a fun unit, and the Valkyrie, which is the core equivalent. So if you did it right, you can pick up enemy units with it, including the enemy commander, and obviously whatever is in it when it dies also dies. So you can imagine if you weren't paying attention to your commander in multiplayer and you didn't have air defenses, shenanigans could sometimes ensue. Let's go ahead, we'll capture this thing and move on to the next mission. However long this takes, hopefully not too long. There we go. Alright, now we have water. I guess water's more important to us than the core, because we're still biological, but like, is it just the commander that's biological and everyone else is a drone? Are we all soldiers? I don't know. It's alright. But, there we go. Mission 9. Thank you for watching, and we'll tune in next time.